Hey everyone! So in this video we're looking at probably what is the best bang for buck grandma and grandpa PC. So basically we're looking at a PC that is your basic search the internet, check emails kind of thing, do your internet banking. Nothing strenuous. We'll have a look at what I've currently got and then we will see if we can make it better. So let's get to it. So first things first, all this is in Australian prices. So keep that in mind, and also lots of these places, in fact, I think all of these ones actually won't be doing free shipping. So the end price, which is currently $426.05 AUD, is going to go up. That's not including Windows. So first thing we have is the AMD Athlon 200GE. It's a 3.2 gigahertz dual core processor, sorry. To my knowledge, it only has 2 threads as well, and it's a low wattage processor. It only has, its TDP is only 35 watts, and it's an AM4 socket, so it's pretty good. So can't complain about that at all. Okay, the motherboard is an ASRock B450M-HDV. Revision 4, it's a Micro ATX motherboard. Basically, it's just for basic usage. It's pretty cheap. I don't think it's the cheapest one that I saw, but it had good reviews. Not that it really matters how much it's going to cost. So I'm not actually buying these parts and putting this together. It's actually only got a 4-pin for the EPS, so it would be perfect for the Athlon processor. Maybe not quite as good for something more higher end. And it only costs $102, which is probably not the, not the best, but not the worst. Next we have Kingston Fury 8GB. It's 2x4 gigabyte sticks, 2400 megahertz in speed, but it looks like RAM. $55, fairly decent actually. Next we're going to have a look at hard drive. It's just a Western Digital Caviar Blue, 1TB, 3.5 inch, 7200 RPM. So this would be the storage drive. $55, let's see how much the 750, when $55 goes to $161.91. I think the 1TB was 55, yeah, 55. That was a big jump. SSD, it's a 120 gigabyte Kingston A400. So this will just be your boot drive, put the programs on it kind of thing. So that there is it's really simple. $29.05. It's nothing special, that's what this build is. It's nothing special, it does the job. The case is a Deepcool Matrix 30 Micro ATX mini tower case. It actually kind of looks really interesting in my opinion. I like it. Like, you're not looking at anything spectacular, but it doesn't look half bad. And you never know, your grandparents or parents, whoever you'll be building this system for, might like the fact that it's got a I presume that panel, oh no, that side panel is apparently tempered glass. That's not too bad. They might like the idea that they can see the internals of the computer. It might be something different. Cooling capacity may be obstructed with the front panel, being how it is, but 35 watts TDP chip, CPU, sorry. Airflow isn't really going to matter. The CPU does come with its own cooler as well, so you don't have to buy a cooler. And power supply. This is going really quick at the moment. $59 is a Cooler Master MWE bronze. It's an 80 plus bronze, 450 watts ATX power supply. So yep, that there is good. $59. It will do the job. It's got the funky coloured cables, ketchup and mustard, I've heard them being called beforehand. So not the best looking cables, but again, this isn't really supposed to be balls to the wall or the prettiest build. It is something that does the job. So yeah, that's that. Let's see if we can make it any cheaper. So I'm not going to touch the CPU because not really going to get anything better for that price point. The 200 GE is a really good like low range CPU, but we can have a look at the motherboard, see if we can make that any better. Prices over here. Sorry, I've got my camera right where. There's an ASRock B450. Oh, were we already on ASRock? I think we were. That's alright, we will go to this ASRock one. It's a B450, it's $89. So that there brings the price down that tiny bit. RAM. Now I had it when I searched it. I just selected 2x4, but let's change it up and just go lowest. Here we are. We can get Crucial Ballistix Sports LT 4GB for $30. Really, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not quite sure any grandparent, again, moving around to have a look, is just 8GB is a good buffer, but they may not need 8GB at the same time. So it's questionable, but going to tell you what, we'll just do the cheapest Crucial one. It's not too much. We'll go over the Ballistic Sport from Crucial. It's only $1.79 more expensive. And we'll get rid of the Kingston, and we will add another Ballistic Sport. That's actually increased the price a little bit. Storage, well, here's a 320 gigabyte Caviar Blue for $27.60. So that wouldn't be too bad in the grand scheme of things. Not really going to make the SSD any cheaper for the size. 320 gigabytes or $27, or here is a that's not God, what generation of SATA are we on? Doesn't matter, it's not as good. Hold up, let's go. Can I select which SATA I want? There we go, 6 gigabits. And the first actual hard drive is basically the same thing, just 500 gigabytes, and it's about $15 cheaper. We'll add it. We'll get rid of the 1 terabyte. Like, I don't really think that my grandparents or parents would need a terabyte, so we'll change that. So there we go. We got it down to $405. Power supply, that there is something that we can get cheaper. Well, here's a Corsair VS 350 watt. That would actually do the job. It's not, doesn't say it's any form of efficiency rating, but at the same time, it is a badge. It just may not have gotten past the approval stage or anything. So we'll actually change to that. Oh, yeah, we'll change to that. The cheapest option doesn't have good reviews at all. Reviews mean everything. So there we go. We're now under $400. So that's really cool. That's really cool. The case, I'm not quite sure if we're going to get the case any cheaper. In all honesty, there's a $39 case from Deepcool. It's got a little window. So that's a $5 it's a $5 difference right there. So you know what, yeah, we'll do it just for the sake of we're making it cheaper, and we will go back and change the SRAM back to what we had because it was cheaper, and in my opinion it was just a better option. Let's see if we can, what did we have? We had Kingston Fury, 55. There we go. We'll go to G.Skill Aegis. Slightly cheaper. $80.55 Australian for this build. That's really bloody good in my opinion. Operating system, if like, say I was building this for my grandparents, I wouldn't worry about like this one here. This one here is the USB stick version. That's for Windows 10 Pro. Here's it for Windows 10 Home. That's great and all, but I do believe I've got a DVD drive somewhere here, so we'll just go to the DVD option and we can just plug it in, not hook it up, just plug it in loose and boot get Windows installed that way. That's how I would do it. So that's pretty simple. There we go, $510. That has everything that you need for a tower. There you go, there is a full system build. Basically, that is your monitor included, your keyboard and mouse and speakers. That's also your operating system. $664.45. Of course, this isn't balls to the wall. This isn't an awesome PC. It's just one that does the job for checking your emails and doing light internet work. So basically the bare minimum of what you need a computer for these days. This is really all I've got for you. One last thing is the estimated wattage is only 130 watts, and that this doesn't need a GPU because the processor is AMD APU. So it has integrated graphics already, so that's pretty good. Thank you all for watching. That's really all I've got for you. If you enjoyed this video, comments it down below. If you want to see more by me, well, click that subscribe button, it'll be a massive help. Might do more videos like this in the future. I've actually had a bit of fun doing it, and yeah, see ya.